The hospital room was quiet except for the soft beeping of machines. Maria Rivera, exhausted but glowing, cradled her newborn daughter for the first time. "Sophia," she whispered, tracing the baby's perfect features, the button nose, the thick black hair, the tiny birthmark shaped like a strawberry on her left wrist. Outside, a summer storm raged, but in this moment, the world felt peaceful. Just 6 hours later, that peace would shatter. A mother's worst nightmare. When Nurse Clara Martinez entered Maria's room, her face was unreadable. "I'm so sorry," she said, her voice flat. "Your baby had a sudden heart defect. There was nothing we could do." Maria's scream brought nurses running. "No. I heard her crying. She was healthy." She demanded to see her daughter, but Clara shook her head. "It's better to remember her alive." The doctor backed Clara up, handing Carlos a death certificate. No autopsy was offered. No explanations given. The funeral was a blur of grief. The tiny white casket felt impossibly light when Carlos carried it. Later, he would confess to his brother, "It felt empty, like we were burying air." A life built on lies. 200 miles away, a different couple celebrated. Richard and Diane Harrison had just received the call they'd waited years for. A healthy baby girl needed a home. When their lawyer handed them the squalling newborn, Diane burst into tears. "We'll name her Emily," she declared. As Emily grew, the differences were hard to ignore. Her olive skin and dark curls stood out in family photos. At school, classmates asked why she didn't look like her parents. "Adoption," Diane would say brightly, showing Emily the papers that declared her an orphan. But the papers were fake. The lawyer who arranged the adoption? A middleman for a trafficking ring. And Nurse Clara? She'd done this before. The DNA that changed everything. On Emily's 25th birthday, her best friend gifted her a DNA test. "For fun," she said. When the results came back, Emily's blood ran cold. "Your closest match, Maria Rivera. Relationship, likely mother." A frantic Google search led to a 30-year-old newspaper clipping. Local couple mourns newborn's sudden death. The photo showed Maria holding a tiny hospital bracelet, identical to the one Diane had kept in Emily's baby book. The reunion that broke the internet. The meeting was arranged at a park halfway between their homes. Maria arrived first, clutching Sophia's baby photos. When Emily stepped out of the car, Maria didn't need to see the birthmark. She knew. "My baby," she sobbed, collapsing to her knees. Carlos, usually stoic, wept openly as Emily showed them the hospital bracelet the Harrisons had kept all these years, the mate to the one in Maria's trembling hands. The chilling confession. When confronted, 72-year-old Clara showed no remorse. "Those kids were better off," she told detectives, smoking a cigarette in her rundown trailer. The Riveras were poor. The Harrisons gave her ponies and piano lessons. Investigators would uncover at least 7 other cases linked to Clara. Most heartbreaking? Some of the stolen children had grown up just miles from their biological families, never knowing the truth. The aftermath. Today, Emily navigates an impossible reality, loving the parents who raised her while building a relationship with the parents who never stopped searching. She's become an advocate for adoption reform, pushing for mandatory DNA testing in disputed cases. As for Maria, she keeps 2 photos on her nightstand. One of Sophia, the baby she lost. One of Emily, the woman she found. "For 30 years, I lit a candle on her birthday," Maria says. "Now I bake a cake instead." The final twist. In a shocking postscript, Emily discovered she had a younger sister, another child Clara had stolen and sold. Their reunion, captured on video, has been viewed over 50 million times. The comments section fills daily with others sharing similar stories, proving this was never just one family's tragedy, but a systemic horror that stole generations of children. The last frame shows Emily holding both sisters' hands, a family finally whole after a lifetime apart. The caption reads simply, "Stolen but never forgotten. Found but never the same."